Hey guys, welcome to my videos. So guys, last year I became a landlord and I did find some tenants, and they have been here for more than now 8 months for me, and I never had any problem. While getting good tenants does involve some luck too, but yes, if you are honest and you can do some verification, you have higher chances of being successful. Okay. So some strategies I have taken that I'm going to discuss with you guys. Okay, make sure you watch it till the end. Okay, but again, like, even after following these methods, you will get a good one. There is no guarantee. Okay, because circumstances are different. Okay, so guys, first of all, like you need to select, of course, like you'll get many. So you need to like, when you invite someone to come and visit your property, always stay with them. And it's always good, like what I do, like I had installed cameras and I have put the message over there that you are under camera supervision. So that's why nobody can play anything fall, okay, while you are with them. This is just for security reason. Okay, that you can definitely do. Okay, second thing is explain everything in detail. If there is a negative point about your property, it could be anything, explain to them in advance, because after they move over there and then create trouble for you later, it's better to explain this in advance and solve it right away. Okay, so that they have the expectations clear. Okay, never rent without a lease. Have your lease properly signed by all the leaseholders. Okay, and also I would recommend never take money in cash. Go by either e-transfer or check. I would prefer e-transfer because of how quick it is. And if you are a landlord who is getting money through e-transfer, I would highly recommend enable auto deposit. So the moment a tenant pays you money, it goes into the account. Okay, fine. All terms condition like utilities, etc., should be there. Second thing is make your property livable. Okay, so in my case it was a legal basement. Okay, and it was licensed by the city, so related to the living standard there was no issue. But still I did much more than that after they left. What I did, I sticked some noise strips at all the doors, so that noise can be avoided, so that they have more sense of privacy. I did provide them dedicated parking, so that they don't depend on me for anything. Anytime they want to come and go, they can go. Same thing for me, we are not dependent. These things really help, guys, because it was a legal basement. We had separate laundries, so definitely there's no question of laundry. Okay, these things are really good. If you have kids that play, it's better to explain to them in advance that, hey, I have kids, so that they do tolerate a bit. Of course, like, you will definitely try to reduce the noise, but when you have kids, like, sometimes they don't listen to you 100%, of course. So that's why it's better to explain it to the tenants in advance, so that you don't get any trouble later on. Okay, as I said. Okay, and anything you have bad about the property, anything, just say. Okay, second thing is, like, when your tenants live there, be a really good landlord and take ample care of the property and their issues. Whenever they report any issue, it could be any maintenance issue, anything, just try to help them as much you can and as early you can, quick, because this will always create a positive impression and they would like the place and they would like you. Okay, in my case, whenever I have got a maintenance required, I have tried everything to address it as early as possible. Once their kitchen cabinet was broken, 2 days later, I mean, same day I started to follow up, but 2 days later I got the handyman and got it fixed. Then they had some electrical issues, that also I got fixed by a certified electrician. My backyard door was broken few days back, that I fixed myself after learning how to do it. But mean to say, do this. Next is, like, your responsibilities like grass cutting and snow cleaning. Be very careful and good in doing that. Okay, even during these severe snowstorms, I cleaned their snow also, so that's why they always had a way out from front to their door, so they never had to stop. This also creates a very good image. Okay, So these are your responsibilities, duties. But now it comes to selecting the tenant, which is very important, very important. So what you can do, like, of course, like, you don't want to be so invasive by going into someone's privacy, but there, at the same time, you have the right to protect yourself and your property, so that it does not go into the wrong hands. So in my case, what I did, like, after I selected few based on their interest and after the agreements we had, verbal agreements, before I called them for signing the lease, I started verification. I got the details from there. Like, first of all, I told them to produce the job letters where they are working. It was a couple and they provided me the job letters. So just don't click on the, just don't call the number that they have shared with you. Okay, numbers may not be true, the name may not be true. So first of all, find out if that organization exists or not. In my case, like, she was working at a big organization, it's a retail business, so I could actually go to the place and see her working over there. So it was not even a problem for me. For the other guy, I called and found out. But yeah, find out the details of the company by going through the official website, call them and confirm. Okay, just don't call on the number that they provide. Okay, and in many cases, based on the work they do, your tenants do, they might get a business email address too, right? Not their personal. Of course, like, nobody would register their personal email address in the as part of the lease, but business address, that can be used to verify, right? If somebody says they have, this is like first name dot last name at something.ca is their business email address, fine. Tell them to send an email to you. Maybe their organization policy not allows even minor personal use, then say fine, okay, no problem. I'll send you a code in the subject line, 6-digit, 8-digit, 10-digit code. You get this email, then tell me the code. That's it, fine. This also helps. Okay, that means they have access to the mailbox of the organization, they say it to you. Okay, then for the past history, verify through all the public databases like Canly, Open Room, and all other you can do. Nowadays there are some softwares like Single Key, for example, or you can say Service. They do tenant verification, and that's very good. If you are willing to pay for it, definitely do it. It's going to help you, especially for first time tenant landlords, because they will check through all the databases, and your tenants themselves will upload their identification, and after giving the consent to the app. So there's nothing you need to worry about the legalities or permissions. Everything will be taken care by the app. And of course, like, there are two options, like either you pay or let the tenants pay. So if you have someone really good and you are just worried about the verification, I would suggest the landlord pays this. That also creates a positive image. Okay, because it's going to be just one time, and you can do this step as last part of your verification. Okay, now after all this public database verification, after this, next is to find out if they have really paid the rent. And the best thing is, like, get their credit report. So how I did not want to do any, like, invasive approach. So while they were in front of me, I asked, do you have access to your mobile phone? They said yes, of course they had. And bank app, I said okay, fine, generate your credit report right over there and show it to me while you hold it. I did not even touch their phone. They showed me. I just told them, okay, just scroll. I just checked. I said fine, okay, fine. So they did not share it with me, and with their proper consent, I checked it, and absolutely okay. Now there are certain questions you can ask, there are certain questions you cannot ask. So when you are asking questions to your tenants, you need to know that which questions are allowed to be asked, because your questions should not fall into any discrimination category. Otherwise that's a discrimination issue, and that may land you in some legal trouble. So make sure what you are communicating, how you are communicating, and make sure you understand all this. Okay, so with this kind of credit report verification, when I knew there was something right, and then you can ask them that where are they, like, reference from previous landlord, right? Now here also some bad guys do scams. How they do, like, either they put the phone number of their relative or family friend or someone who can pretend to be the landlord and talk to you on phone, or they can even have an agreement with their existing landlord to give a very shining portrayal of their tenancy, so that they can leave the existing house. So don't fall into this. Okay, like what you can do is, like, if they tell you the address, okay, go to the address if it is reachable. Speak to the landlord on face. While still it's not 100% proof, but when you talk to someone on phone and someone personally, there's always a difference. Okay, you can even speak to some neighbors if you want to, and you can find out what they actually tell you. That's really going to help you. Okay, and yeah, so with all this verification and other things, and even for rent receipt, you can ask them to show you like bank statement. That will give you an idea. So with all this, if everything comes smooth and good, all good. So that's how I did, and and honestly, I would say that based on what I read online and all the troubles landlord go, I would say I'm really lucky. At least till now, 8 months have passed, and I never had an issue. They always paid before time, only once on time. Apart from that, every time before time. So you can imagine that I never had to chase them or worried of anything. So yeah, that is how it goes, guys, and it really helps. Let me know how you feel about it. Thanks for watching this. Please subscribe to the channel. Thank you.